Hi, you guys. I think they'll be with us in a moment, folks. So I'm going to say hi right now. Hey, Spider, let's give a hug to everybody. Welcome to Dog Hugs, you guys. Your daily dose of dog love live at Positively Woof with Spider and me and Robbie. How you doing this morning, Robbie?
I am doing well, and yourself?
Yeah, we're doing really well today. I'm feeling especially resilient.
Why is that?
Well, somehow, sometime yesterday, I had this moment where I'd caught up on my cleaning and enjoyed this moment of relaxation.
Oh, nice.
I realized that moment of relaxation might be fleeting.
Hey, you got to take what you can get right now.
In that moment, it was really great. I'm really excited. We have a special guest with us today, and I'll bring her on for a moment to say a quick hi. As some of you know, I am active in a community called Heroic Public Speaking, which is an organization of professional speakers, and I have a phenomenal guest, Jeanette Bronee, and actually we're going to talk about resilience and pets. And let me just bring on Jeanette for a quick hello. Hi, Jeanette, and you have Maya with you today. Yeah, so that's Jeanette. Jeanette's going to be with us in a little bit. Jeanette, you and Maya. Oh, Maya's got a ball. You guys are gonna go back in the green room. Spider wants his ball. All right, we'll see you in a minute, Jeanette. So what I want to show you guys now, we talked about doing tricks earlier this week, and I taught you how to do a dog hug. I'm going to show you how to do a backup, a step that's preliminary to doing a dog hug, and that's what we call a perch. First, for Spider to put his paws on my shoulders, he needs to do that trick, the perch. So I'm going to, Robbie, I'll put you in the green room for a moment. And,
okay.
Or actually, let's see, I think I can go like this or like this. There we go. Now you're still live with us, Robbie. Okay, so here we go. Come on, Spider, over here. So I have this set up right here, and I'm gonna teach you how to. A perch is putting two paws up. So if your dog likes treats, we'll start with luring. So I'm getting him comfortable with that. That's the first step, is getting comfortable. And you see, it's just very rewarding for him right now, to the point where Spider, just enjoys being up on the perch. So now I'm going to trick him. I'm going to use what's called an air cookie. I'm going to pretend that I have a cookie, lure him up, and then I treat him with my other hand. Okay? So let's do that again. Air cookie. Treat him with the other hand. So this is the perch, all right? And come on down, Spider. So eventually, go back up on here. So eventually he does that on his own, and that's offering it. And love you guys signing in. I'm seeing some wonderful comments there already. Robbie, you can go ahead and give verbal shout outs if you want while we're teaching.
Okay, we've got Kat from the Philippines. Cool for joining us. We have Sarah. We have Alyssa. We have a few more people that are signing in that haven't made comments yet. So hi, everybody. So glad you're here. And if anybody out there who's watching has dogs, feel free to drop a picture in the comments, and then also join our Positively Woof Supermodel of the Day and then Supermodel of the Week. We have somebody from Finland, and I don't want to say your name incorrectly, so I'm going to say Kalpita from Finland.
Well, hello.
Adrian from Virginia.
Really great. So
Spider is really smart, Sarah.
Yeah, so now later in the series, a different day, we'll show you how to do these other tricks. I'm luring him from perch to perch to perch, back and forth. And eventually, Spider, even from that, learns from this to do a dog hug, which is also a perch. All right, so
Larry, let me ask.
Yeah,
for
Rob.
anybody who's at home who doesn't have a perch, like I don't have a perch, could I sit on the couch and have, like, maybe on the floor and have my dog on the couch? Could that be a?
Whoops. Yes.
Okay.
Are you there? Sorry, I muted you for a second by accident, Robbie. I really appreciate you bringing that up. Right. I've got these wonderful climb platforms from Blue 9. And yes, I recommend starting if you want to do a dog hug, sitting on the floor to do this. If you want to just use a perch, if you have a small dog, you can use, a book, a large,
okay.
or tape together, a stack of books, or put some string around a stack of books. You can do that. Or if you have an ottoman with a larger dog that you enjoy, you can do that.
Okay.
And if you have no furniture, if you have the furniture rules, I don't want you to break any of your furniture rules. It is a really cool trick. It's you'll see a perch in movies with movie dogs, and in subsequent episodes, we'll have some wonderful movie dog trainers again with us, as we did last week with Omar von Muller. And, and we'll show you some more movie dog tricks. But you see a perch in the movies all the time, a dog hug, a dog putting his paws up on any kind of an object, a dog putting, looking out the window. Those are examples of perches. You've seen a commercial where a dog looks like he's driving a car. That's a perch. So there's all things in movie dog training for a perch. Also, it's great for photographs. If you want to show your dog putting paws on a package or a sign, something like that, that's a great way to take a photo is with that perch. All right.
Yes, that's good to know too, that you don't have to have like anything special. I mean, the platforms are fantastic, but for the average person, you can use what you've got at home. I like that. You can improvise and teach your dog.
Thank you so much for emphasizing that, Robbie. Yeah, whatever y'all have at home. Yeah. So that's our dog training lesson to today. Oh, look at this. And parents, you have quite the international audience. I love the training trips. Thank you so much, Alyssa. Yeah, and we got, hey, Virginia, Adrienne, fantastic. Spider's going crazy. Yeah. No, Spider hasn't been in any movies yet.
He's been in the P.I. Wolf videos.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right.
I'll put a link below with the P.I. Wolf videos.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's Positively Wolf videos. In fact, someday when we don't have a guest, rather, I will share with you the story of how I adopted Spider from one of my film sets. He was the dog who couldn't get adopted. He was so difficult. You could barely touch him. Let's see. We've got next our shelter shout out of the day. And yay. So this week we're celebrating the Wallace Annenberg Pet Space, and blessings to everybody at Pet Space here in Los Angeles, and to all people who are helping dogs and all kinds of animals at this time. We really send you our big gratitude and blessings. You guys are doing some really hard work of saving lives right now. So
they really are.
Thank you so much for talking about that. What are we doing next, Robbie?
Well, we did our shelter shout out. I'm going to put a link to the magazine, because Positively Wolf has published a magazine that you can get at no charge. It's got, I think it's like 52 color pages, all kinds of images. We have some real heartwarming stories. We had a couple who met because of the supermodel of the week. They met in India, fell in love, and got married because of their two dogs brought them together. And they're one of the stories in our magazine.
all-time favorite stories.
I
Yeah,
know, it's
right there in
amazing.
the magazine. Thank you for finding that. Yeah, yeah.
I always forget about them. It's such a great story.
Yeah, fantastic story. Great. Do we want to say anything more about Supermodel of the Week? Are we good on that, or anything else?
No, I just wanted to say if people share a photo on our Positively Woof Facebook page, we do supermodels of the day. So every dog gets highlighted daily. And then at the end of the week, we count up all the votes for all of the dogs who were shown. And then on our cover page, which you can see if you're on the Facebook page, we anoint one dog supermodel of the week. And this week it's Banana, little Banana.
Hey, Banana.
Your picture of your dog stays up there for the entire week. And our 2 million Facebook followers can see it.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much, Robbie.
Yes, you
All
can,
right.
Brianna.
Now
We have
we're
a lot of
going
dogs who have passed.
Pardon me?
Brianna wanted to know if she could put up a picture of her dog who's passed. And yes, we have had some people do that. And we honor them, because they were beloved dogs and they should be honored.
Absolutely. In fact, at some point we will talk about what's called the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh, yes.
So really, yeah, thank you, Brianna, and blessings to you and everybody who has a dog or other animal who has passed. So yeah, you're welcome, Brianna. Yeah. So Spider may act like he's 2 years old, but he's actually 6.5 years old. You can imagine what he was like at 2. A veterinarian, could barely touch him, and now we perform tricks in the waiting room of the veterinarian's office. Though it'll be a while before we're going to be visiting again,
right?
God willing. All right, so. Thank you guys so much. It's time to bring on our guest now. And I didn't give you any warning, Jeanette.
There we are.
So Jeanette and Maya, Robbie, I'll put you in the green room for a moment. And welcome, Jeanette. Tell us about Maya. Tell us about the slobber on your hand.
I know. I have dog hair in my mouth. I just gave her a kiss.
So, as I mentioned, folks, Jeanette and I know each other from Heroic Public Speaking, and she's have some really important wisdom to share with you, and also Maya to share with us.
Maya's.
So tell us about Maya.
Well, Maya and I met online.
Oh, that's a perfect date.
It was kind of love at first sight.
That's great. Beautiful Rottweiler.
Yeah.
And she likes her ball to slobber on it.
Oh, yeah, she does. She's ball crazy. She's the first of my Rotties to be ball crazy.
That's great. Yeah. Spider's jealous already, aren't you, buddy? Right. All right. See you later, buddy. So Jeanette, please be quiet. Thank you very much. That's a good boy. Yeah. Jeanette, I would love to hear some wisdom on resilience.
Yes.
This is a really important time for us to either stay at home or be prepared to stay at home and just keep doing it and keep maintaining over and over. I know that you've got. What are your thoughts on resilience there?
I think we often think of resilience as just pushing through and pushing. But I actually think of resilience as being more flexible and adaptable.
Yeah, being flexible and adaptable.
Yeah, and I think of resilience as being in touch and really noticing and observing so that we can continuously ask ourselves, what do we need so that we can, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Because resilience doesn't come from ignoring our needs. It comes from observing our needs and supporting ourselves.
Beautifully said. So if I need something.
And Maya needed to walk away.
Bye, Maya. See you later. Spider's just hanging up. Whoops. Turned the wrong. How do I turn this thing? Yeah, there we go. There's Spider. He's in the studio. I'm in the laundry room. Yeah, observing my needs.
Yeah.
So if I'm feeling sad or alone or needy or something like that, is to have the strength that I can say, oh, that's what I'm feeling right now. That's going to pass. And I know that I can find other ways to connect maybe.
Well, I think sometimes it's just naming it. Sometimes just the fact that we name how we feel, and especially like this with COVID and all the fear and anxiety that is around that. I think a lot of us feel like we just have to muscle through and go to work and do our thing, even though we're doing that from home, but we still have to show up maybe for a team and things like that. And we do. But at the same time, we're also human. And so just naming the fact that, yeah, this is a scary time for a lot of people. It's also a very stressful time for a lot of people, or probably for all of us. And there's this shared humanity that comes through that. And if we can name it and accept it, without dwelling in it or making up a story about what might happen, but we can just name how we feel. I think we're building resilience in that way altogether. And it's a little bit like what we're taking from dogs, right? They're in the moment. If something's happening, they'll deal with it right here and now, but they're not like making up a story. So they're not living in fear and anxiety.
Yeah.
They might fear if something comes and threatens them and they react to it, but they're not living in the story of what might happen. And I think a lot of times we do that as human beings, and that is wearing off on our resilience. It's wearing us down emotionally because we get so stuck in that fear and anxiety of what might happen, rather than just really saying, wow, this is just a scary time and it's really stressful. It's okay that I feel that way.
Beautifully said, Jeanette. Thank you so much. And I hope that gives some folks, some ideas. And we're asking folks, what are you doing to be resilient or feeling in this moment? And yes, we do know that our dogs help. Robbie, thank you so much for putting that up there.
One of the things that I do is I just like my dog has a routine, so do I.
Yeah.
My dog needs food every day and water every day and movement every day, and so do I. And so it's very funny that we would be committed to making sure our dogs have their routine and get what they need, and yet we omit that for ourselves so many times and so often.
Oh, I know that one in my life. Yeah, high five to you, my friend. Yeah.
And so even just staying with a routine and making sure that we're stepping away, just like a dog loves to play, but they are not going to do it 24/7. And they will always step away from it, even though they're always ready to do it again. And so we kind of have to learn from that idea that we can step away from something and then come back to it, step away from something and come back to it. It's probably more healthy. And I'm not saying that dogs know more about how you get productive. That's not my point. But my point is that it's a natural instinct to not be able to grind at something all the time. You kind of need to step away before you come back in.
Beautiful. Step away and then come back in. Step away, come back in. That is a great way to train to be resilient. And the other thing I'm thinking about right now about dogs is short training sessions with dogs work really well than very lengthy training sessions. Step away, come back, step away, come back. That's really beautiful. Yeah.
Because you have to train our attention and our focus as well, just like you did before with Spider, moving the hand, because we are focused, but we can't keep the focus all day long. And this idea of getting that treat in between, that may be the pause. I call it power pausing. How can we step away from just a moment and notice what we need so that we can keep going?
Right. Yeah. Beautiful. Jeanette, thank you so much for these tips on resilience and for sharing Maya with us. Jeanette, is there somebody in your life, in your world to, oh, wait, I just got to share a great tip here from one of our viewers. Thank you, Diana. I put music on loud and dance out my energy while my dog laughs at me. LOL. Thank you, Diana. That was
My dog, when I start dancing and singing, she goes, "Are you okay? Okay."
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that was a great resilience tip. Thanks, Diana. Jeanette, as we wrap up here, is there somebody in your life, in your world, that you have gratitude for at this moment, or want to share a blessing with at this moment?
You know, in essence, I actually want to have gratitude for all of the people in the world who are pausing right now, staying home, and saying, yes, we all need to pause and slow down and rethink how we live our lives and really notice what matters. And the willingness to put forth our humanity in so many different ways is really something I'm grateful for altogether.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much, Jeanette and Maya, wherever you are, for joining us today. Hi, big girl.
I'm the one in the dog bed, not her.
Okay. Bye,
Yeah.
Jeanette.
Bye.
Oh, hi. Look, Robbie. Who you got there? Whoops. Mute. There we
I
go.
forgot I had muted myself because he's just chattering away.
Oh, Atlas, how you doing today, little buddy?
Can you say hi?
Oh,
Look
good
at that dog! How exciting!
Atlas is Spider's pal. Yeah.
He is excited. Look at that
Oh
face.
my goodness. Atlas, that is priceless. Thank you so much for joining with us. Giving us a big smile. Oh, what a guy. Yeah, very good. So that was a great conversation.
It really was. Resilience, so amazing. And I didn't even think about what a great topic that was, and how it's nice thinking that we all are finding ways to be resilient. I didn't realize that I was, but I am bouncing back, and this little guy helps me a lot. Look at that dog.
Very good, guys. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Let's talk about tomorrow's show. Well, who's on the show tomorrow?
Can you say Paula Mounier?
Paula Mounier, one of my favorite people in the dog world and in the literary world. Very, very dear friend of both of us, Robbie.
Yep.
Yeah. Paula's going to be with us. She's that's right. Paula's going to be with us. Yeah, a great award-winning author. She writes about dogs and mysteries, as fantastic books. And
the dogs in her books are rescues, and she has 2 rescues of her own, a Newfoundland, and I don't remember what Bliss is. I think Bliss is a Newfoundland mix. They're both very big dogs.
Very big dogs. We're going to see some very big dogs tomorrow.
Hopefully they will be on the screen with her.
Yeah. I just love these comments. Thank you.
Yeah, that's so nice.
What a beautiful, beautiful time. Yeah. Robbie, if I can put you on the spot here, is somebody Mama. A blessing to today? No.
He's calling Mama.
Oh, Mama.
I'll actually put a link in the
chat,
in the Facebook page in 1 second.
Okay. Yeah.
Adrian.
I want to express some gratitude and blessing to my cousin Jan, whose husband Ron passed away night before last. He had been sick for a while, but my heart goes out to Jan and her hope. A virtual memorial tomorrow morning, and this will be a first time for me.
Oh my gosh.
Blessing for them, and also some real any of you who are experiencing some health setbacks or have people in your lives who are having some health setbacks. Blessings to you, and gratitude to you, and sending you love and hugs. Robbie, anybody want a special blessing or shout out?
Adrian, I just put a link to a blog post about Paula, and you can link to her. You can find more about her there. As for me, Tim and I had to go to a pet store today. So I am grateful for the people that are still at the pet stores, because we have a bearded dragon and he was getting tired of just eating lettuce. He wanted some live food. So we had to go find some crickets. So we're really grateful that they're still working, and give them a lot of credit for being out there for all of us pet parents.
Amen. Thank you so much. All right. Well, let's give everybody one final big hug.
This is Atlas hugging Larry when he crosses his arms.
Yeah. Oh,
that's his hug. Can you hug? Oh,
big hug, Atlas. Yeah.
There's a big hug. Good boy.
Yeah, Spider's giving you a big hug, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Joining us. See you guys again tomorrow for dog hugs.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.